Lots of people have been asking about the outside of our caravan after we did the inside tour, and so what we'd like to do is just do a quick video and show you exactly what we've got outside the van. So starting from where we've got the doorway here, we've got a light that we can switch on when we're out at night time, and so then we can see to unlock the door. Alright, down here we have a little cubby hole where we have access to power, so we've got power point in there, and we keep an extension cord in there because sometimes I like to sit outside and sew. And we've also got an attachment here that we can put the TV onto, so the TV that is inside, we can actually bring that out and hook it on here and watch TV outside. We don't watch a lot of TV, so we haven't actually used it yet, so we haven't tried that out. And there's also a 12-volt socket here, so if we do want to use the van off-grid, then we can use that as well for operating the TV. Here we've got a little outdoor table, so this is quite handy. We can either sit here and use it to pop our drinks on, or we can sometimes actually use it for cooking. So we've got a little portable stove that we pop out here, and it becomes quite handy for doing a little bit of extra cooking, and then we're not heating up the caravan as well. I just bought a new chair. This is my new chair. I don't like to have a slouchy chair like the one that Craig's got here because it hurts my back. So this one actually allows me to sit quite upright, and it's much better for my back if I'm sitting in the chair for a while. And it can actually adjust so that I can lay right back and have a little snooze if I want to. So down the back here, we have the door for our toilet cassette. I'm sure you don't want to have a look at that, but we've actually got a cassette toilet, so we have to empty that every couple of days. And we are planning on getting a composting toilet eventually, because we actually prefer the way the compost toilets work. But at the moment we'll just keep what we've got. And it's handy when we've actually, in the caravan park that we're here now, we've got the dump point right next to us. If you like to turn around, Craig, right there. So that's quite handy for Craig to empty it out. And moving on to the back here, we've got our spare tyre on the back, and we have signs on both sides of the back of the van that not overtake a turning vehicle. So when you see that on the road, it means that we can actually straddle the lanes, and we can safely turn, and nobody is supposed to overtake you when you've got those signs on and you are turning a corner, because you need that extra space. And a lot of people don't realise, because the number of people that actually pull up next to us as we're turning around in a roundabout, and it's quite squeezy, and we've had to straddle the lane, and people will give you some dirty looks when you're encroaching on their lane, and we've actually lawfully allowed to do it. There's not too much around this side of the van to show. We've got the windows for where the bunks used to be, so this is my sewing space, and usually we keep the blinds up because we've got a few bits and pieces in there. We don't want them to be readily viewable for people walking past. So down here we've got the accessibility for the water tanks, And I'm going to hand you over to Craig now. So Craig's going to be able to explain a little bit more about what he's done with the wastewater system and also the water filter. Okay. Hi Craig.
Hi guys, how you doing? So anyway, we've got 2 feeds for the water tanks. One does 2, which sit over the axles, and this other one is an extra, which is in front of the axles. We don't usually run with water, but we've got 3 tanks at 80 litres each. So if we need them, we've got it, but we don't. We just usually pull up to the caravan parks and plug into the water. So over here, I'll show you how we do that. We've got an inlet point here from the main tap. We have our water drinking hose, and we have our filter. Best filters, best water filter. They're reversible, you can clean them, they're fantastic. Without that, you don't know what you're getting in your water. Here we have our waste, which goes out. We use a 40mm pipe because we have a washing machine in here. So if you have a washing machine, a shower and a sink, we've got 40mm pipes, so everything gets away nice and easy. Also a tap at the top here, a fitting, which you can then flush the waste tank out, your grey water out. And a shut off valve, just so when you need to stop it, you can stop it. You're not getting covered in waste while you're moving. And always just have another shut valve that sits over top, so no creatures climb in there.
And do we have a wastewater, a grey water tank?
That's where that comes from. There's a feed, and everything goes into the grey water tank, and then it comes out. If you're living off grid, you turn that off, and all of your grey water stays in your tank.
Ah, that's cool.
Until you get to a safe point where you can dump it all.
That's right.
Here's our outlet for our fridge and our hot water service. Inside here, tunnel boot. I store my things, bits and pieces. So in here I usually store chairs, tables, clotheslines, bits and pieces. I've got 2 150 pipes, which I'll show you from the other side.
And you've got the pole for the
broom
there.
Unscrew the broom. Also in here is a charger for your breakaway system. Always make sure if you're pulling things in and out that it stays onto switch, onto charge, or you're onto alternator while you're driving. That way you can keep your breakaway system charged and needed. Hopefully you don't, but around here got some bag covers. Got them from the Adelaide show.
The Adelaide Caravan and Camping Show.
Caravan Camping and Show. They're great. They cover all your bits and pieces. I've got the lock, which is
the anti-theft.
13mm chain with the big shackles and everything to go into the truck. So they keep everything nice and covered, out of the weather and out of people's eyes. Also, little gas bottle covers, also insane. You can get to your gas bottle nice and easy, and then to zip it up, and it keeps your bottles cool as well, and it looks better, looks great.
Which is good when it's such a hot day like today.
Got a power rail along the front just to help dry things out. Go down the other side of the tunnel boot. Got the pipes in here. The top one I usually store fishing rods in, bits and pieces.
And we've currently got them wrapped in plastic, but Craig's waiting for me to make a bag to put the fishing rods in so they don't get broken when they get pushed in and out.
Also in here, the bottom one is where I store the anti-flap system I use on the awning. And while that's up, this is where I keep my stone stomper. that goes onto the back of the truck. In here we've got the barbecue. With our little Nomad barbecue. These are the ones that can flip down because they're restricted in height.
Yep, so that's the Ziggy one.
The Ziggy, yep, Ziggy Nomad. Pretty good, works great. And these are the new ones that have the safety flame switch inside and the new ends that go onto the gas bottles. The sliders online, made up the aluminium, got some aluminium, made it up, cut
So
it
that's
all
for your slide out?
for the slide out and for the tubes.
Yep.
So it just sits back in. It's going nowhere. We've got the tubes sitting in there, and there's your compliance plate up here.
And so then we've got the awning that opens out.
Okay, I've got the anti-flap system, which is fantastic. They're a little dairy. You can get the clip-on ones that go on the side. This one here just allows everything to be a lot tighter, and we can put an annex underneath it, which we also have for it. Everything runs in the guides. We have this here that Karen made for me.
Craig asked me to make these because he wanted to cover up the bolt that holds it in place
lever
when
for
we're
locking.
travelling.
Locking it in and out, locking the arm. It just saves that, and also anyone knocking it, and also in travel, also stops it from wanting to come undone. Anything helps, because by the time you see it's undone, it's too late. Karen's going to make some longer ones that cover both of these, so then this lever that also locks it in has them both covered. I have the Bunnings special straps there, quick release, very easy, bang, and it's loose, doubled over, so I'm pulling, like pulling two straps at once onto a quick release, nice and easy, just a strap that ties around and keeps everything nice and secure.
And that was from Bunnings as well.
This was from Bunnings, and that is from Bunnings. With those called,
It's a little fold-up clothesline that we got from Kmart,
yeah, one of our specials.
which is handy.
I use the, what do they call this? The hex nuts. I think they're hex nuts. That drill in for the sand and dirt. Absolutely magnificent. Worth every cent you get. I highly
And you
recommend.
use your drill to
Impact
screw
driver,
them in.
impact
Yeah.
driver or drill to screw them in on a 19mm hex head. Fantastic. Put those on both there.
Next floor, which is made from recycled products, and it actually allows the lawn to breathe and allows water to get through underneath, so this is really good. And in this caravan park, it was actually a stipulation that you weren't to put anything down that didn't allow the lawn to breathe, so that was really good. Thank you for watching our video, and if you'd like to see more, then please subscribe. If you've got any questions, please go ahead and ask either myself or Craig. We'll be happy to answer them for you.
Yeah, plenty of questions. There's always something you need to know. Don't be afraid to ask. Knowledge is good. There's always something to learn.
It certainly is. All right, thanks guys, bye.
See ya.